I'm Matthew Francis. I'm leader of a creative writing team within the Institute of Literature, Language and Creative Arts. I'm going to be teaching on the new creative writing BA degree. My particular interests are in fiction and poetry. We have taught creative writing at Aberystwyth for quite a long time in conjunction with English literature. What we're doing now is expanding our creative writing offerings in several directions, and one of them is simply to focus on creative writing on its own without so much emphasis on the literature, although that's still available to students. What we're doing now is we're introducing some new core modules on creative writing as a professional discipline and on creative arts generally, on how students can understand their creativity and use it, exploit it in the marketplace. We offer modules on all aspects of creative writing, fiction, poetry and non-fiction. Among fictional options we have, for example, the science fiction, fantasy, horror fiction, detective fiction, crime fiction, as well as more mainstream literary fiction. We also offer poetry, we offer drama and radio script writing and so on. We also offer teaching through the medium of Welsh. Students get to give feedback on each other's work in the classroom situation. They also get to give presentations. So they develop oral skills as well. But in a wider context, they also do develop their ability to work in a team, again by working together in the workshop. And they learn discipline and problem solving. We have now introduced a series of joint honours degrees, for example, creative writing with art history, with Welsh, with fine art, with French, with German, with Spanish and so on, which enables people to take a few creative writing options rather than study a whole creative writing degree, and that might enable them, for example, if they have a particular interest in one form of fiction or one form of poetry, to combine that with their other interests. The entry requirements at A-level are 280 points with a B in English. I think a lot of people are drawn to a course like this because they hope that they can have a writing career. Some people have graduated from our degrees and gone on to achieve literary success. The vast majority of people will go into other areas. Writing in a broader sense, journalism is an obvious career, but also things like broadcasting, arts administration is a good direction to go, and one we're, I think, particularly targeting with these new degrees. And more broadly still, things like advertising, public relations, marketing, management in general, anywhere where written communication is an important ability. We have two main forms of work experience. There's the Year in Employment scheme, which enables students to take a year out between their second and third years to work in industry. That might well be something like a magazine, journalism, or advertising, something like that. On a smaller scale, there is also the Go Wales scheme, which is a local scheme in Wales and enables students to spend a few weeks working in a local industry. We find that students very much enjoy the opportunity to develop their creativity and explore it in workshop situation, working with other students and with professional writers, giving feedback to each other and the opportunity to let your imagination loose.